How many times have you asked yourself, what will become of today's youth? Is the educational system doing all it can to prepare youth for today's highly technical career fields? And finally, will they develop the skills necessary to properly manage finances? Junior Achievement has not only asked those questions, they provided answers as well. Some 300 middle schools in southeastern Michigan are currently involved in Junior Achievement's Project Business program, which teams a Junior Achievement consultant with 8th and 9th grade middle school students and their teacher. During the fall semester last year, I had the pleasure to be involved with JA's Project Business at Detroit's Beaubien Middle School in Northwest Detroit. It was a rewarding experience, to say the least, and provided an opportunity for me to share my career experiences with 8th and 9th graders who demonstrated some keen insight into modern career fields. Joining us today to tell us more about Junior Achievement is Juanita Summers. Thank you for joining us today, Juanita. And first of all, let me start off by congratulating you on having the top Junior Achievement affiliate in all of the nation for the past 3 years.
Thank you, Harold. It's nice to be here, and I do enjoy talking about Junior Achievement and Project Business. I think the business world must get involved with the school system if anything is to be done concerning our youth. I figure in about 4 years, the youth that the consultants are working with will be out driving cars and getting jobs and doing the things that adults are doing now. So I think it's important for the business world to become involved in Junior Achievement.
That's great. Juanita, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your involvement with Junior Achievement, some historical involvement with Junior Achievement.
Okay, I started out as a consultant myself about 5 years ago, and I started with a school on the west side called Ann Arbor Trail. And the students were very much like I was when I was younger. So I learned a lot from them, and I became a staff member about 4 years ago, and I've enjoyed it ever since.
Okay. Now, as we mentioned earlier, Greater Detroit has the top project business affiliate in the nation. What exactly determines the ranking, and how have you been able to sustain that over a 3-year period?
Well, we've treated every year as though it were our first, and we had something to prove. And we always have something to prove. So we work just as hard all year round consulting with employers and recruiting consultants. We screen them well, we train them well, and we like people who really like kids and can teach them how to think like winners.
Now, in project business, a consultant is very important. What do you look for in a project business consultant? Is there any kind of criteria?
Well, we look for more a will to work with young people and a will to build a bridge between the we and the they. We don't want the students to look at life as though they have it all, they'll be great, I will not. We want to bridge that gap and make them feel like winners and see that they can be a success in life at an early age. They don't have to wait until they're adults.
I see. Now, do you find that employers are willing to allow their employees the time to effectively deal with the students?
More often than not. We do have some who are a little bit concerned about it, but more often than not, we get people who are very cooperative.
Okay. And you have corporate sponsors, understand? Who are your best sponsors so far?
Yes, we do. We have Michigan Bell and the Ford Motor Company, General Motors. We have Manufacturers Bank and Comerica. We've got the insurance companies, Michigan HMO, which is now Omnicare, and we've had Blue Cross Blue Shield people.
Are any of the automotive companies involved?
Oh yes, Ford and Chrysler and General Motors.
Great. What are some of the activities that the consultants engage the students in?
Well, we have a lot of involvement in investment in the stock market. The kids seem to love it, and all the kids go for it because they can go home and intimidate their parents. So they fill out checks and they start a business, they sell a product, they can phase out, writing the checkbook and the whole circumstance that's surrounding checking and balancing. And a lot of times you may not get into the stock market because we have to listen to the intellect of the student so that we can see what they're capable of understanding. But most all the students really like the stock market.
Now, if someone in our viewing audience would like to become a consultant or become involved with project business, how would they go about it?
I'm really glad you asked that. I would like for them to call 255-3900 and ask for a project business. And the fun starts the moment they say, yes, I will.
Okay. And is it important for consultants to have a teaching background?
Not necessarily. We screen them and we train them. So some of them kind of feel intimidated at first and they feel like they're not going to be prepared. But when they're through with our training, they're prepared to go into the classroom.
It sounds like a really good program, and again, it's been 3 years, the past 3 years running. You've
Right.
been the top project business and junior achievement operation in the entire United States.
Right, Harold, we're very proud of that.
That's great. Our guest today has been Juanita Summers, a program manager with Junior Achievements Project Business. And if you are a career individual who can share at least 1 hour a week with area 8th and 9th graders, contact Juanita Summers at 255-3900 or write JA's Project Business Program at 21720 West Grand River, Detroit, Michigan, 48219. Thank you again, Juanita, for joining us today on Youth Focus. And again, congratulations on having the top Junior Achievement Project Business Program in all of the nation. Once again, folks, that's the top Junior Achievement operation in all of the United States, located right here in Detroit. Thank you for joining us today, and now stay tuned for more of Motown Weekly. I'm H.B. Sullivan. Now stay tuned for your host, Vincent L. Cleese.